Good morning, class. Today we will continue our chapter, that is electoral politics. Okay, and with the help of this video we will try to understand the concept of politics in India and elections also. Okay, and today's our topic is what makes an election democratic. As we know that election is the base of the democracy. Without the election, how the people choose their representative? Okay, without the election, how the people will choose their representative? Okay, beta. And next one thing is, if the election will be not there in the country, then how we can decide that that person is preferred by the public or not, and he or she will do the work for the public welfare. It means you can say that in the democracy, election is a very good method. With the help of the election, we can choose our ruler or representative also. Okay, then he is saying that election is a good method in the democratic country, but how we can conduct the good election? How can you say that in the election everything is proper? Who is preferred by the public, only that person will be the ruler. Who will decide, beta? Now he is saying to you that what makes an election democratic, that in the election, at the election time, what should be done. Okay, first one is, beta, everyone should have right to choose representative. It means if every person of the society have the right to give the vote, then every person can choose their representative. It is another thing that which person will be chosen by a majority. Clear? Better try to understand the concept, try to understand the point that everyone should have right to choose their representative. If we will choose a representative and that representative became the ruler of the country, it means that person will do the work for the welfare. And it is the basic point of the democracy, that in the democracy the ruler will do the work for the welfare of the public. है ना बेटा? तो फर्स्ट काम क्या है, that every person have a right to the vote. If you can say that if in a country rich person one vote two value and poor person one vote one value, it is good, beta? Not. It is not good. If in a election system some people having more value and some people having less value, that how the election will be democratic? है ना बेटा? It means in the democratic election, if we want to give the choice to the person, then we have to give the equal voting right to everyone. Clear to everyone? Next one is right. Parties and candidates should free to contest election. That every party and candidate is free to contest the election and offer some real choices to the voters. As we know that if you can imagine if 10 parties are in your country and the election commission only give the permission to only 2 parties, then how can you say that democracy is there in the country? No one can say, na beta, because in the democratic country the parties gave the choice to the person. If the person not having the choice in front of them, then what is the profit of the election? If in the election only 2 persons are there and both are the bad person, what is the profit of the election? If we have to choose either A or either B, and both A or B are the bad person, it means there should be in the many parties in the country, and the party and candidate should free to contest election. Clear beta? Third one is regular intervals. As I told you that what is the meaning of regular intervals, that as you can see, you can take the example of your India. After the 5 years again the election conducted. Why beta? Because if the candidate, if the representative knows that after the 5 years the public can change me, then the representative do the work for the welfare of the public. समझ में आया बेटा? अगर क्या है, रेगुलर इंटरवल होता रहेगा, हर एक 5 ईयर्स के बाद इलेक्शन होते रहेंगे, तो जो आपके क्या है रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है, द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव विल डू द वर्क, ओके, बिकॉज दे नोज दैट if they will not do the work, then the public will remove them. है ना बेटा? Next one is public preferred candidate should elected. Now next point is that as we all are having the right to choose a representative, all are having the right to choose our representative, but in the society some persons are illegal, you can say bad temper person, okay, criminal type person. If these type of person pressurize the people, pressurize the good candidate and announce their own minister or on another post, then how the democracy will be there? The democracy break na beta, because in the democracy the people having the equal right and equal value, and the other government posts, you can say, and the other public can do the work. Okay beta? And which person is chosen by the person, by the public of the country, then we have to give the power to him or her, because that person is chosen by the public of the country, and if any person choose anyone, then the public will always do the work, है ना बेटा? Because all these rules and regulation made by their own representative and for themselves. क्लियर बेटा? कि कैसे हम डेमोक्रेटिक बना सकते हैं इलेक्शन को, कि पब्लिक जिसको चूज करती है उसी को ही पावर में आने का मौका दिया जाना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि if you know that a person and you wants to give the vote to him or her, and after getting your vote the person became the minister, became the chief minister, prime minister, and then the prime minister, chief minister, it's duty to fulfill their needs. समझ में आया? Next one is beta free and fair election. Now the last and main important point of this topic, that free and fair election, that in the country it is the duty of the election commission that election should be free and fair. Free and fair means beta there should be no, but your next topic is that is political competition. Political competition, that what are the merits and demerits of Indian electorals, okay, and when you go for the votes, then what are the merits and what are the demerits? Yeah, you can say what are the behavior of the electorals in the India. Okay, first one we will discuss about the demerits of the Indian political system. Yeah, India's election system. First, disunity, groupism. Disunity and the groupism. It is the first demerit of the Indian elections. It creates a sense of disunity and groupism and party politics in every locality. बेटा क्या होता है groupism? The people makes the groups, and disunity you can see if in a locality election is there, you can see many people creates the group, many people form the groups, okay, and the groups cause of the fight. Got it? That is the first demerit of the India's election, that is disunity and groupism. And second one is different political parties and candidates often use dirty tricks like booth capturing. बेटा बूथ क्या होता है? यू नो वेरी वेल ना. बूथ क्या होता है? जहाँ पे आपकी वोट वगैरह डाली जाती है ना. Different political parties who are powerful and candidate often use dirty tricks. वो dirty tricks को क्या करते हैं? यूज करते हैं like booth capturing to win elections. Okay, because with the help of this trick they wants to win. Okay, and after getting the majority they wants to come in power. It is also the demerit of our Indian election system. Third one is good people doesn't enter. Good people doesn't enter in the election. How beta? Some good people who may wish to serve the country do not enter in electoral competition, as we know that all the person can't afford the election money. In the election, people waste monies and they use the dirty tricks and expend the money. They sell and purchase the votes, है ना बेटा? तो इससे क्या होता है? The good people who's not having the money can't enter in the Indian politics, voting system, electorals. That's why the India will not get the good candidate for their future. Second thing you can say, a poor person can't enact because of the money, because of their poverty. है ना बेटा? Next one is the pressure to win electoral fight does not allow to form useful long-term policies. These are the demerits of your political competition. When we go for the voting system, many politicians play the dirty tricks, and with the help of the dirty tricks they want to win, and after getting the majority they want to come in power. Okay, these are the demerits of the Indian electorals. You can say many another points also, like behavior in the Indian system. Casteism and the religious persons are there. They only give the vote to their caste person and the religious person. Okay, they discriminate the people, the candidate, on the behalf of the color, caste and sex also. Okay beta, these are the demerits of your Indian electorals. Okay, our next point is merits of the Indian electoral system. Okay, the Indian election system also having the merits. Okay, now we will discuss about the merits of the Indian election system. Okay, first one is regular electorals provide incentives. Regular electorals competition provide incentives to political parties and leaders. As we know that after a particular time period, the election will conduct and they have to serve the people. Okay beta, after a particular time before the election they go to the people houses and ask for their votes. With the help of this survey they can know the problem of the public, and with the help of this they can make the rules and regulation for the public. Okay beta, if they can satisfy the voters with their work, they will be able to come again. Okay, as the representative will do the work for the public, and next election the party the public will give the votes to the representative. Okay, and you can say that in the democracy, as in India, we are going to continue about the India. Then in the India, after 5 years the election held, and in the election the party and the leaders go to the people house and ask for their vote. Okay, and for the fear of the losing power, the representative will do the work for the public welfare. That's why you can say that the regular electorals provides incentives of the leaders and the parties also. Okay beta, next one is important issues raised by the parties. Important issues are raised by the political parties and leaders due to the competition. As I want to tell you about the manifesto. Before the election time period, every political party having their own manifesto, and they announce many programs and policies. All these are written in the manifesto, and after getting the majority, after winning, the party will try to fulfill the needs, will try to fulfill all their policies. Okay, because after 5 years they again wants to come in the government. Okay, that's why you can say that in the election, before the election, the political party raised important issues for the public welfare. Okay beta, third one is it helps to force political parties and leaders to serve the public. In the 5 years, you can say in the rest of 4 years, the parties not focus on the public, but when the voting timing comes near, the political party give importance to the public. Okay, then it forces political parties and leaders to serve the people, because the people the representative and the parties thinks that if they will not serve to the people, then how the people will give the votes to them. Okay beta, so clear to everyone about the merits and demerits of the Indian system. डीमेरिट्स क्या है बेटा? पॉलिटिक्स में डर्टी ट्रिक्स यूज़ करते हैं, पावर का मसल पावर का यूज़ करते हैं, थर्ड वन इज़ बूथ कैप्चरिंग करते हैं, फोर्थ वन इज़ पैसे का मिसयूज़ करते हैं. ठीक है, दीज आर द डीमेरिट्स ऑफ द इंडियन इलेक्टोरल. एंड मेरिट्स, ये जो वोटिंग सिस्टम होता है बेटा, वो लोग क्या करते हैं, जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है नेक्स्ट टाइम पावर में आने के लिए बहुत सारे वर्क करते हैं अपने पब्लिक के लिए, क्योंकि उनको डर होता है कहीं वो नेक्स्ट टाइम उनको वोट ना प्रोवाइड करें. ठीक है, और पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज भी पब्लिक को इम्पोर्टेंस प्रोवाइड करती है. दीज आर द मेरिट्स ऑफ द इंडियन इलेक्टोरल्स. And now we will discuss about the system of election in India. You can say types of the election in India. There are two types of the election in India. First one is general election and next one is by election. First one is general election and next one is by election. In India, Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, you can say Lok Sabha and the state legislature assembly election are held regularly after every 5 years. You can say the interval after the 5 years, after a particular interval, the election held in the India. What is the tenure of MLA and MP beta? 5 years. Lok Sabha member 5 year and the Rajya Sabha member 6 year tenure. Okay, after 5 years, the term of the all elected representative comes to an end. है ना बेटा? Elections are held in all constituencies all the same time, either on the same day or within a few days. It is known as the general election. General election, you can say which type of election held after a particular interval, that is known as the general election. Okay, like the election of the MP. मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट ऑफ राज्य सभा चैम्बर. ओके, हर एक 5 ईयर्स के बाद उनका इलेक्शन होता है ना, ठीक है. दैट इज जनरल इलेक्शन. एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज बाई इलेक्शन. Sometimes election is held only for one constituency to fill the vacancy caused by death or resignation of a member. By-elections, yeah, you can say in the easy language, by-election is held before the 5 year. Yeah, you can say in the mid of the 5 year. Why, beta? Because when the post is vacant because of the many reasons like death, resignation, and any other problem. If any person resign to their post and the person dead, then we can held the by election. With the by election we can fill the vacant post. Okay beta, clear to everyone the types of the election? Till now any problem to anyone, then you can ask to me beta. Tomorrow we will discuss about the electoral constituency, that what do you understand by the constituencies. Okay, if any problem in this topic then you can ask me. Okay.